Hey guys, it's me, it's QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who might like it too. Let's see, what else? All my information is underneath this video, my Patreon, my Ask an Aquarius merchandise. Everything is underneath the video. If you would like to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. That is also underneath this video. Now, the other day I told you guys that this really lovely creator sent me 4 decks, okay? And she sent them to me as gifts for the purposes of doing honest reviews. So this is another one of those decks. I did not open it. It came in this bag just like this. I didn't open it because I wanted to open it with you guys. But this bag is awesome. It's a canvas bag. So I probably will be able to have this bag for years to come. I have other bags that are already falling apart. I don't think this one will. Now when you open up the bag, you get the deck and the guidebook. Let's see what else is in here. Something else in here. Oh, look at that. It came with a pin. A unicorn pin. I will definitely be putting this somewhere. I keep pins like these. I always put them on my dolls. Alright, so the lovely bag, a beautiful pin. Awesome. And let's see what it is we're getting ready to look at. We're going to be looking at the West of the Moon Oracle, I'm thinking. Let's look at the back of it. Yeah, it's 40 cards. That's definitely an oracle. We have the creator and we have the illustrator. And underneath this video, I will put the link that you see here. So if you are interested in buying these cards, you absolutely can. Now, mind you, I had never heard of this deck. I've never seen this deck. So we're getting ready to both be surprised because I have no idea what we're getting ready to see. Okay, this is the book. This is the guidebook. So there's spreads in here. Perfect. And there's all kinds of information. It's a little white book. It is not illustrated, as you can see. But it's hefty though, and it looks like it should have more than enough information for us to be able to figure out what our reading is telling us. Now we're going to take a look at the cards, okay? So we're about to both be surprised together. The first thing that shocks me, oh, wow. Man, I love the back. I love it. I love it. That is one of the coolest backs I've seen. I love the tattoos. I love it. It's kind of a matte kind of finish, as you can see. Not too glary, you know. Nice finish. Look at the thickness of it. Nice and thick. Look at that. Nice spring back. This is great quality. These are going to shuffle nicely. Now I'm going to put in front of it a standard size. A standard tarot deck is about that size. So as you can see, it is wider but a little shorter. Let me make sure my finger's in the right spot. Yeah, it's wider but a little bit shorter. Okay, so let me turn it around so you can see it that way. So it's not that bad. A little shorter but a little bit wider. Okay, so I like that. Yeah, that's great. Perfect card stock. Awesome. All the decks that this I got all these decks from the same website that I'm going to put underneath this video. And so far, all of the decks, she gave me 4 to do reviews on. And so far, all of them have amazing card stock. So, let us begin. Okay. The first thing I noticed, let's see. Some of these are in portrait and some of these are in landscape. So I'm trying to make sure I show them to you in the right direction because this is interesting. This is very interesting because there's no words on these. So you're going to have to use the guidebook. There's no number on these either. So you're going to have to use the guidebook or I'm thinking I'm going to use them intuitively. Look at the fox in her pocket. I'm thinking sly, cunning, you know. This one is clearly in landscape. So I'm like, wow, it's really tapping into my creativity because this is different. It's very unique. I'm glad I opened it with you guys because maybe a love card, maybe. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, I could definitely read these intuitively. If you're an intuitive reader, this would be the perfect deck for that. Wow. This deck, if I'm not mistaken, is from Portugal. And so you may see some, you know, things in the background that may be like, if you've been to Portugal or if you know people who are from there, some of these things may be specific to their culture and I just don't know. But I love this art. It's unusual because it's like a different angle. Like certain ones are all up on. Look how they're all up on her eye. And it really just opens up my creativity. Look at her. Wow. She let the Queen of Swords, which is a card I often get. I love the diversity of age in this deck. I'm guessing the people are all Portuguese. That's what I'm guessing. But I do love the age diversity. I have that problem with a lot of decks, even ones that I love. Some of the decks I love the most have no older people. And as I get older, I look for that. The feet are glowing. This is a very interesting deck. The only question I'm having, and we're getting ready to find out when we finish looking at these beautiful images, the art is gorgeous. We're going to look and see, how do we figure out which card? Because it seems like there are interpretations. So I'm thinking maybe in the corner you guys see there's some little, you know, symbol. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know if each one has a different symbol. But when we're finished looking at them, let's just admire the beauty first. Wow. And then we'll look up one in the book and see if we can find it. If we can find it, then we're in the house. I love it because it's so many different angles. In some places, they're all up on it. You know, they're all up in the eye. They're all up in certain places. Other ones, they're back a little bit. Other ones, they're like almost far away. And some not so far. So, wow. This is very unique. Very, very unique. So if you're looking for something that's unique, and you know you can do your own thing with, because sometimes I do, sometimes like I get tired of looking at, you know, Crawley the clone decks. I get tired of looking at the Rider-Waite-Smith clones. Sometimes I like them too, really, but you know, different times I get tired of different things. Sometimes I just want to look at animal decks. Sometimes I get tired of animals. Sometimes I want to look at people. You know, sometimes I want to see just women or just men. You know, I go through different moods. Beautiful. Look at her mom or her auntie, whoever that is. Awesome. I go through different moods where I don't know what I want exactly, or I want something specific. And this deck, to me, is the kind of deck I would go to when I couldn't figure out what I wanted. I didn't feel satisfied with anything that I was using, and I wanted to try something different. It's the same thing I do with soul cards too. When I get bored with Rider-Waite, when I get bored with doing readings, I grab soul cards too and read intuitively. And sometimes I do both at the same time. Oh, I like this. Look at that. I like how busy the artwork is in some places, but minimalistic in other places. And I love the tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos. Some of you may know that. Look at those. Oh. Some of you may know I have a lot of tattoos, so I'm really feeling the tattoos. I'm feeling the colors. I'm feeling the brightness. I'm feeling this whole deck. Look at that little piece of pie at the bottom. I'm feeling this whole deck. What I like the most about it is that it's so unique. And some of these remind me of stories. So I'm wondering if they're tied into some type of mythologies. I guess we'll see that too, because I swear some of these remind me of stories, fairy tales I've heard. Like one of them reminded me of the old lady that lives in the woods. Every culture has the old lady that lives in the woods. And they had one earlier in this deck. And I'm like, I wonder, is that kind of a tale about the old mean lady who's probably not even mean. She's probably just an old lady. But we all have that tale of the old lady, and you know, she's mean and she lives in the woods and everybody's scared of her. You know, but really she's probably just a nice old lady who doesn't want to be bothered with the meanness of society. But every culture has one, and we have different names for her. You know, oh, I like that. I like fire. So whenever I see, ooh, goodness gracious, that was pretty. All right, so since you're so beautiful, all right, we're going to put you right there. We're going to move these, and we're going to pull her forward. And we're going to see if we can find her based on us not having, we got a symbol right there. Let me see. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, that is what it is. You have to find the symbol. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay. All right, got it. Okay, I totally understand. So since she was the last card, let's see if she's at the end. Not that symbol. See? The symbols are at the top of the book, and you have to match the symbol. I guess for a while anyway. After a while, you're going to, you know, especially like I'm going to do. If I use these, it would be for a daily pull. So I would have plenty of time to just sit. Aha, it matches. So you have to match the symbol, and then you read the message. The observing one is her name. The fires will burn themselves out, and the horses that bolted will get tired and return to their stalls. The river will calm and return to its banks. Enjoy doing nothing. No one will blame you for being idle but yourself. Imagine that there is an elegant fence around your palace, which allows you to see everything that happens outside, but prevents any of it from affecting you. Become too lazy to even worry. I love that. You don't need to concern yourself with the fate of the world right now, even if you really want to. It would be better to choose which treat to treat yourself to, or which outfit to wear this evening. Look for beauty in the little things around you. Keep your eyes on what you have achieved and thank the universe for what you already have. Once your provisions are refilled, you can hit the road again. So this card reminds me of just the concept of chilling out, relaxing, Four of Swords kind of energy. Like there's nothing you need to do, just relax. You know, focus on good things, focus on positivity. So if I got this card, it would probably be that kind of a moment when I needed to surrender. So that makes perfect sense to me. We have some time. So since I'm not in a rush, let's take a look at another beautiful card. Let's see if we can find another one. Let's see if I'm good at this, okay? All right, so this is the horizontal card, and I'm going to show it to you. Give me a second, because right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find the thing, and then I'm going to show you the card and read it to you. So this looks like a mountain to me. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. I'm going all the way to the back of the book to make sure I don't miss anything back there. Yeah, if Is that it? If it was me, I think I probably would have numbered these. That's probably what I would have done, because I've seen decks like this before, and once you have used it for a daily pull like 30 or 40 times, it will be no problem to find, here it is, exactly where it is immediately. But when you're a newbie like me, it might take a little bit of time. Look at that. Oh, that is already, it says fire giving birth, mystery and sexual energy. This sounds promising, guys. All right, that's not going to stay in there though, so I'm gonna have to put it down and read it to you. Okay, renounce current affairs for a while. While no matter how overwhelming or important they may seem, feel how you are a part of the flow of life through the veins of the universe. Feel the inner pulse of fire sleeping in your center and illuminating the darkest night. Dance alone or in a crowd. Sing out joy or pain. After this attunement, turn toward your body and ask your question to it. Then listen to the sensations. Whether it shrinks into a ball, saying no, or it opens up like a flower, expressing agreement. Sometimes our body is the shortest path to the subconscious and the most ancient beginning that still lives within us. An unbroken chain from the very inception of life on Earth. So this card reminds me of like Kundalini, Tantra. That's what comes to mind with this, because they talk about the sexual energy and things like that. And I got a card earlier for the Kundalini, so that's exactly what this reminds me of. So let me show it to you again. That is gorgeous. So again, I'm going to put underneath this video all the information. So if you're amazed and intrigued with this gorgeous deck as I am, you can purchase your own copy. She sent me 2 packages. They both came from Portugal. Wait a minute, no shaking, guys. They both came from Portugal, and it only took about a week. Maybe a week and a half. She told me 2 weeks, and they were here well before the time period that she told me that it would be here. So underneath here, I'm going to put the link in case you would like to get this beautiful deck. And that was it. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching my video, and please come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.